Hello there, Joey Silva. Today we are going to be going over Module 5 once again. I made this the first time, but I forgot to include functions and a main function. So, as you can see on this first one, we got it updated to include functions and a main function. And let's kind of go through it and make sure everything works here. So, as you can see, what we're trying to do for this is build an employee bonus calculator. So what we did is we made our first function. We defined calculate bonus. Yeah. If the sales exceed $100,000, we apply 10%. Sales are between 50 and 100, 5% bonus. Below 50,000, nothing's applied. Great. So let me go down here in the main function, and this is where I did not have a function for it last time. We type in Alice, we type in Bob, we type in Charlie, we type in David, right? As you can see, Alice will probably have a pretty good bonus. David and Bob look like they're going to be middle of the pack guys, right? 95, 60,000. And then we're going to go ahead and assume that Charlie's just not going to get a bonus. And then right here we iterate our loop. So let's go ahead and run this. Alright, so yeah, just like I thought. Alice definitely got the biggest bonus. Bob, David, kind of in the middle of the pack there. We got $3,000, $4,750. I wouldn't be complaining. And then Charlie, he had a bad day, just a bad year overall, and ended up taking $0 home as a bonus. So, best of luck to Charlie in the future. So, let's go ahead and let's look at practice 2. And this was our prime number checker. So we went ahead and we made 2 functions for this one. Is the number prime? And if it is, how are we going to print? So I think last time I just kind of had print down here off to the side, and I didn't have a main function, so it worked, but it wasn't in a function. So let's go ahead and run it and see what happens here. These are our numbers. If you know any prime numbers already, 15, 19, 27. I think these are already all prime. Oh wait, no, they're not. 15 is not a prime number. That's on me, guys. Well, yeah, as you can see, we get all of our numbers that are prime, all of our numbers that aren't prime. That was a bit of a fun one, and let's go ahead and check out practice 3. I'm wondering why this is giving me an error right now. It's not spelled wrong. Maybe it thinks it needs to be spaced out. Yeah, okay. So this was our student grade book, and what we're doing here is we were trying to see who's getting A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's. And if you you've ever been in school, you know how things get graded here. So we had to make 4 functions on this one including main, so 3 really. And where are our students? Here we go. So what we're trying to do here is basically get the average of our students' grades. So we know Ava is going to be somewhere close. She's going to be in the B range probably. We know that Frank is probably having a sad day, kind of like Charlie in our practice 1. Grace is in our C range. C's get degrees. Good for Grace. And then Harry, outstanding student, he's going to get an A. So let's go ahead and let's run it, and that's what should pull up. So we got our average score for Ava is an 87.67. That's nice. She was close, but no cigar. Frank, yeah, he just didn't do too well. Grace, 76.67 with a C, and then Harry's 92. Nice job getting an A. we're going to go ahead and check out practice 4, right? Because practice 3 is pretty self-explanatory there. Okay, so this one was kind of a bit of a tricky one. This was our product inventory. So what we want to do is we want to add a product. We want to add like 2-3 products. So like, let's just say we have iPhones and we got 50 iPhones, right? And then I want to go and I want to remove 10 iPhones to make the total inventory 40 iPhones. So I used ChatGPT for help on this one. Let's see what it gave us. It gave us widget and gadget. Okay, so as you can see, it starts with the quantity as 100. Quantity is 50 right here. And then we want the inventory manager to remove 30 of these. So we're hoping it pops up 30 widgets were removed, and then when we view it the next time, it should be 70. Yeah, okay, look, we got 70 right here. This is exactly what we're looking for. We got 100 widgets to start, we got 50 gadgets to start, and then we have a log that shows us, hey, we removed this much, and our inventory is right here. We're showing you guys. So let's just kind of going over command structures, functions, and loops. It was kind of a general practice with everything. And you can see where some of these applications might actually be helpful. Like product inventory. I mean, you could use this pretty much any day if you're working in the supply chain industry, right? Things are coming in and out, in and out. Obviously, you're going to have more specified code than this, but it's a good base. Product number checker. This one's just a little fun one to do. I'm sure there's uses out there. I'm not great at math, but I know that this it's got to have something. Employee bonus calculator. I'm sure what you can imagine that'd be useful for. And once again, RIP Charlie. And finally, our student grade book. This is just a basic one that's used probably by every school system ever. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. So.